Although it was a small win, it still a W day, still took profit off of the market today. So right now price is approaching this 15-minute and 5-minute supply. And we had just barely opened a new 4-hour candle. So what I think we're doing right now is we're manipulating to the upside so that we can catch some sells. We already have a couple confluences on price willing to drop. So here we have this liquidity sweep. Now the only thing I want to see is structure being broken to the downside. As you can see, structure's been bullish coming up into these two supply zones. So what I want to see is a break of structure, breaking this low like this. So we're bullish, we're making higher highs and higher lows. So what I want to see here is this liquidity sweep and then a break of structure like that. So whenever I put question marks on a label or like on a text box, it's because it hasn't happened yet and I'm seeing if it's going to happen. So for example here, there's no break of structure here. This low didn't get broken yet, but that's why the question mark is there, because I'm just waiting for it to happen. All right, I'm gonna set my 1-to-1 right here so I can break even and take small profit. And someone once said to look at your trading as one big journey and not as fragments of the journey. Fragments being each trade that you take. If your stop loss gets hit, you're not stopping the trade. The trade is your journey. You're just pausing it and then coming back the next day to continue your trade. That perspective will help you see your trading journey as one big continuation. Damn, price is reversing. Price better stop and continue to my take profits. Actually, let's be nicer to the market. Let's be nicer. Look, watch. If you're nice to the market, it actually responds to you. Please finish going up and start to come back down to my take profits, please. I've analyzed you. I've took notes of you these past couple hours. And you've shown me with clear intention that you're going to keep dropping. And you're going to stop coming up. You're going to come down. Oh, and you have to say please for it to actually work. So, please. Ah. Okay, it took off 7 contracts. And I will now break even this trade. This was the trade today. Price got all the way down to my 1-to-1. I took a little bit of some profit. It decided to reverse, so I got stopped at break even. Let me break down my reasoning for this trade here. So let me show you guys why I decided to take some sells on gold. So first off, we are obviously bearish. We have bearish market structure here. So what I started off doing first was noting when the 4-hour candle, when the 4 a.m. and the 8 a.m. 4-hour candle closed, right? Here to here. All right. Right here is the 4-hour candle, but since we're on the 15-minute time frame, it's split up in 15 minutes. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to wait for these to close. I like to wait for this 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. 4-hour candle to close, and once it does close, I look for any type of supply or demand in that 4-hour candle. So in this case, we have this 15-minute supply candle, right? I also noted that we have this major low. Being bearish, I was hoping that price could reach this all the way down to this point. So I waited for price to reach this 15-minute supply. And once it did, I jumped to the 1-minute time frame. And here on the 1-minute time frame, we can see a liquidity sweep here. And then once liquidity was swept, I wanted to see any type of break of structure. Price here is bullish, right? We're making higher highs and higher lows as we're approaching that 15-minute supply. So what I wanted to see was I wanted to see this low right here be broken, because this was the last low before the liquidity sweep. So here, step 1, we have the liquidity sweep. And after that liquidity sweep, I was looking for a breakup structure of this low right here. And as you can see, the market broke the low and left us with a fair value gap. So this fair value gap right here could have been an amazing entry for you to go in for some shorts. These three confluences all show us reasons that the market could be sold at this area. Once I saw this fair value gap here, I went in for some shorts somewhere around this area. Put my stop loss up here. So after taking some profits here at the 1-to-1, I went ahead and broke even this trade. So it's a risk-free trade after that. This is why it's good to break even at a 1-to-1 from my own experience, is because let's say I just waited for price to keep going down without breaking even because I was hopeful, which is something you can't rely on. You can't rely on hope in the markets. So let's say I just left it up like this, right? Let's just say I left my stop loss open after taking some profits here. All those profits would have gotten eaten up by the stop loss. So that's good that once I hit a 1-to-1 here, that I broke even. So yeah, this was my analysis for today. Although it was a small win, it's still a W day, and we'll see what next week brings.